Hey Tubies, this is Bob Hickman. It is so good to be back with you. Well, I promised you we'd have a video every day this month. And if you didn't see it last night, we had a wonderful seance session. Um, if you didn't see that, check it out. It's the video right before this one. It's called Psychic Bob's Saturday Night Seance. And we had a wonderful message come through from my spirit guide, Rose. And I think that, everybody enjoyed it. So, if you didn't get to be there last night, that's all right. You can catch it tonight. Anyways, I thought this afternoon, it's Sunday, and I've been meditating on spiritual principles today. And I pulled up some information out of one of my spell books. I have about 4 books of shadows. I have so many. But isn't this beautiful? If you like this cover, you can get this over at rarewiccaspells.com. See, it says Book of Shadows on it. Lady Angela sells these. They're wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And in this is my book that I have where I keep information such as Wheel of the Year, some, just factual sheets about different things, the pentagram, all sort of things here, the elements, different things. But I thought I would come and I pulled a page out of my book today. I thought I'd show you. This is a wonderful page. It's called 13 Goals of a Witch. Isn't that beautiful? I got this from Lady Angela from rarewiccaspells.com. Now I've put it inside plastic for protection, but I can take it out here and show you. It's beautiful parchment. She does all this beautiful artwork. You can frame it and put it on your altar or on the wall in your temple room. But I think it's a wonderful page. And I thought today we would just, go through. I wanted to share some of my insights on the 13 Goals of a Witch. I put it back in the plastic because I know myself. I'll flip my water over on it. Anyway, so I'm just going to read through the 13 goals. I thought we'd talk a little bit about some of those, okay? These are the 13 goals of a witch. Number 1, know yourself. Number 2, know your craft. Number 3, learn. Number 4, apply knowledge with wisdom. Number 5, achieve balance. Number 6, keep your works in good order. Number 7, keep your thoughts in good order. Number 8, celebrate life. Number 9, attune with the cycles of the earth. Number 10, breathe and eat correctly. Number 11, exercise the body. Number 12, meditate. And number 13, honor the spirits. I just love this. This is, I think, a wonderful thing for all of us in the craft to think about. And even if you're not in the craft, it's good advice. But especially for those who practice the ancient ways of Wicca, I think is a wonderful thing. And, the first one I really like is know yourself. And I think that's one of the strengths of Wicca is that it really encourages us not to just sit and listen to some authority controlling our lives, but that we listen to our inner voice. What does our own spirit say? Unfortunately, there are religious traditions in the world today that tell people that they cannot trust themselves and that they must listen to the Father authority who tells them everything. And the truth is, as witches, we respect our teachers and we are always open to learn. But every good teacher, at least in the craft, will tell you, don't just take it because I say it. Evaluate it within yourself. See if there is truth there for you. So I think number 1, know yourself, very valuable point. Number 2 is know your craft. And this is something I think is also very important. And for those of us who are solitaries, this is especially important because when you're working on your own, you really have to do the extra work to put together your study, put together your lessons. But the wonderful thing is that you really do come to know the craft. I've seen covens before where people are literally just spoon fed, and nothing wrong with being taught, but really, I think a good craft teacher will teach you also to delve into the craft yourself. Find out how a spell works. I always encourage people, if I give you a spell and you're just not feeling one of the ingredients, something seems like it doesn't jive for you, ask yourself, what would I put in there? And then put your own substitution in. See how that works. This is how you know the craft. You try the craft. The craft is, something that we have to do. We have to cast spells. There are a lot of what I call armchair magicians out there. They sit and they read about magic, but how many really actually practice it? How many have an altar and do spells? So knowing your craft means doing your craft. Wonderful point. Number 3, learn. Well, we're always going to do that. If you love Wicca as much as I do, there's an abundance to learn. Number 4, apply knowledge with wisdom. Now, this is one particularly I think is so important. I know in my younger days as a Wiccan, sometimes I would get over enthusiastic about casting a spell for this or that. And really, sometimes casting a spell is not the answer. This is a case of apply knowledge with wisdom. We may have the knowledge of how to do something, but the question of whether we should do that is an issue of wisdom. So wisdom is important, and that comes with practice and time and reflection. Number 5, achieve balance. Absolutely. The craft is nothing if not about balance. You see, in it, we see duality. We see male and female, such as the father god and mother goddess. This, for Wiccans, is a form of balance. There are many patriarchal religions that say God is only one way and no other way. And the people of the craft believe in balance. And if we look to the natural world, we will see that there is harmony and balance. Nature has a beautiful side, but it also has a destructive side. And like the ancient gods, the face of the goddess and the god can at times be peaceful and at times terrifying. But in that we find balance, that sometimes destruction occurs to bring new life. And so, all of one energy is not balanced. If there's a Wiccan who says everything's love and light, that's not balance. Sometimes in life there is sorrow, there is struggle, there's challenge. And so as Wiccans, we try to understand that and find the balance. Let's see, our number 6 point, keep your words in good order. Absolutely. This is where we try never to speak a curse. We speak in love. And I'm not saying that's easy. Many times we all get challenged with that. But, keep your words in good order. Speak your truth. And as the Desideratus says, speak your truth peacefully and with kindness. And so keeping your words in good order also means honor your commitments. If you tell somebody, hey, I'm going to be at your ritual on Friday night, make sure to be there. Honor your word and your commitment to them, because they may need you there for that ritual. And if you don't show up, you've told them, well, you've let them down. So honor your words. Number 7, keep your thoughts in good order. Yes, this is very important. The craft teaches us balance of body, mind, and spirit. And there are people, I've met them who have their entire material life in perfect order. They have everything perfect in their home, perfect in their finances, perfect in their clothes, but their minds are just running a mile a minute and they're totally imbalanced and they go crazy. So keeping your thoughts in order, that's about being centered. That's about not jumping to conclusions. It's about trusting. When we know the higher power, the God and the goddess, we will have a centeredness in our mind. I love number 8, celebrate life. Now, isn't that wonderful? This is one of the things that drew me to the craft, is it's a celebratory religion. It says we celebrate life. We gather in our circles. We honor the goddess under the full moon. We dance around bonfires. I don't know how many of you have ever actually been to a bonfire or Wiccan ritual and danced under the moon. I've done it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I wish I lived in an area where I had an open field. I could do it every month because I would. But celebrate life, We want to honor our special moments, Especially if our fellow crafters, Try to remember those special days. Maybe that's their birthday, or maybe it's, a Yule time and you want to get them a Yule present. So celebrate life. Number 9, attune with the cycles of the earth. Now, I tell you, I don't know a single Wiccan who hasn't done that, but I think it's very essential that it be said. And this is when we attune to those cycles, we get along. Can breathe and eat correctly. Isn't that wonderful? Yes, I think that it's very important that we find balance in the body, because as we take care of the body, we balance again the mind and the spirit. The craft is not dictatorial. We don't set dietary regulations. There are some religions that say you can't eat this food and you can't eat that. And I suppose that's okay if you personally feel that that's something you shouldn't do. But I've seen a lot of people, like, for example, who go into a religion and they're told, don't eat this certain food, when personally it's their favorite food all their life. But once they join the religion, they don't do it. And I think for many of them, it's not because they truly believe it, it's because they feel pressured. So, breathing and eating correctly also has to come from within. Don't do it because somebody tells you. Do it because you know that it's good for you and you really believe it. Breathing also, absolutely. Many times people don't breathe when they're stressed. And if you follow your own path, you'll notice when you get stressed, you don't breathe. So you got to breathe. Be conscious of breathing. And breath is life. Number 11, exercise the body. Absolutely. Again, body, mind, and spirit. I walk every day because exercise is the restorative energy of the body and the soul. Number 12, meditate. Absolutely. And those of you who've been here at Spiritual, you know I meditate every day. And for those of you who've had private readings with me, you know we always start our private readings with meditation. So it's very, very important that we do that. And meditation can be as simple as just sitting down like in a chair like this, closing your eyes, and just following your breathing and just finding that center, So, I like to say, people say, when I ask people sometimes, I say, do you ever meditate? They say, oh, I pray every day. And, prayer is wonderful, but prayer is really talking to God or Goddess. I need this, Lord, Lady, I need that. Help me with this problem. All wonderful. We should definitely pray. But how many of us stop and just say, I'm present, God, I'm present, Goddess, and listen for what they have to say without asking for anything, just being present? That's so important. Number 13 is honor the spirits. I love that. Absolutely. Let's honor all the spirits. Wicca teaches a polytheistic viewpoint. We believe that there are multiple gods, goddesses, angels, beings of light. And I can tell you, as a professional medium, I encounter them. And like when we have our seances, I channel through entities who are clearly coming from another place in a different consciousness. So I can personally testify to honoring the spirits. But your honoring the spirits could be something as simple as just setting up a little offering bowl and saying every day, Goddess, I give you this little flower, I give you this coin. Just offer something also. That's a way to honor the spirits. So we honor them by remembering them and communing with them. Many of you have written to me over the years and told me, say, Psychic Bob, there's a ghost in my house. Well, ghosts are also spirits. So we honor them by simply being kind and inviting them to go to the light. We want to give the best to everybody. So we honor them through our kindness, our friendship, and our understanding and our compassion. So always honor the spirits. Anyways, I just want to touch in on these. This is something I think about. There's so much. We could talk 10 hours or 13 hours, really, 13 hours on just these points alone. But I just want to share that. And I would encourage you, get a copy of this. Go over to Lady Angela at Rare Wicca Spells and pick up 13 Goals of a Witch. I hope this helps you guys. And also, while you're there, look into books of shadow covers. And I would encourage that. So I'm so glad you guys are here. And listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. We got more coming. We're doing a video every day. And I'll have another one on Monday. So be back here Monday and we'll have some more. I don't know what we're going to do yet. I'm winging it as we go, but I assure you it'll be fun. Thanks for being here, guys. Blessings to all of you. Blessed be.